This is the Global Podcast Network, where executives and professionals connect, share, and inspire. Stay tuned for the conversations that drive success.
And welcome back, everyone. Is this you? You're low on energy. You just don't have a lot of drive. Or maybe you're going through some health challenges right now and not really sure how to best navigate them. Or maybe there's some other things in your life that are just challenging you right now. Have you thought about holistic healing? Have you thought about getting your vitality back? And not by taking potentially pills and meds and things like that, a full approach, a holistic approach to your healing and your vitality. We're going to talk with somebody today who coaches people along with this all the time. And she's been doing it for many decades, has a deep history and background in the medical world and so much more, harnessing the power of Chinese medicine and more. Dr. Nen Huang joins us on the program today. How are you doing?
Very good. Thank you very much, Steve. Thank you for the invitation.
Well, thank you for being here. And I have been looking deeper into different modalities, different ways that we can keep ourselves healthy. This is certainly one of them. What do you say to somebody that comes to you and says, "Doctor, I don't know what's going on. My energy level is low. I think I eat okay. I think I exercise okay, but I just don't have the same drive that I had, years ago." What do you say to somebody like that, and how would you help them?
I often heard that in the hospital or in the community or from friends, they ask me a question like that. And I will ask them question. First I have to look at the whole person, That's why I said if we have a conversation and so I will feel the connections, and I can tell through just looking at the face and know if their certain organ might be affected, and then ask a question from there. For examples, if I saw a person with a bald head, and when they said they don't have energy, so I will ask them, and how do you deal with frustration? And how do you deal with anger? So when you are angry with somebody, or when you feel frustrated, what do you do? So why I say that is that a principle in Chinese medicine, and every organs associated with emotion. And why the bald head? Why you get the bald head? That can trace back to anger, because the anger energy go up.
Wow.
Yeah. So when you repeat anger, the upward angry energy just become heat and burn the hair out. So that's why when you see a person with a bald hair, you just associate it with a low energy, and I may ask, do you sleep well? And when you wake up at 2 or 3 o'clock at night, why this all connect to the liver, and then 2 or 3 o'clock at night is when the liver repair itself. So if you don't sleep well for whatever the reason, of course, in this case, you are angry, you are buried angry, so you cannot sleep well. That's all this connection, every aspect of connection toward you a whole person, as a whole person. And because we talk about angry is not only the manifest angry. Some people will say, "Oh, he's so kind. He's not an angry person," but he might have a different angry. and like a frustration, like a resentment. All those kind men, especially the kind man, they might have a frustration. So that have a same anger energy. So they are frustrated. They keep inside because they are so kind. So they cannot express their anger. So
Mm.
they damage their liver. And when they don't know what to do, so they just look around, they try to resolve their anger, right? And then they accidentally they found alcohol. Why the alcohol help at the beginning? Because the alcohol evaporate. So it also have the upward energy. So that's why the alcohol help you at the beginning. So when we talk about, oh, he's alcoholic and because, blame the alcohol. No, we do not blame the alcohol. We can look at into the person. How come he come to start drinking alcohol? I will inject some science in the alcoholic, in the addiction. Order for anyone become addicted to any substance. So there's normally 4 steps to go to start the substance until you addict to. The 4 steps. The first one, I will just use the alcohol example. They have anger, the first step. They have emotion. They want to express it, but don't know how to express it. Then they found substance. They found the alcohol. They drink it, the second step. Then they feel anger relieves some. Of course, the alcohol helps some at beginning. So because you added some energy, you help your body. Then the fourth one, come to a conclusion. Oh, the alcohol can help my energy, can help my anger. So that's a whole connection. But if we do not address the anger, do not address the emotion, we'll just go to the rabbit hole, just go deeper, deeper, deeper. But the process becomes shorter, shorter, shorter until the alcohol become part of your life. No necessary process to deal with anger because you already forget about why you drink alcohol because you eat, so you skip all those process. You don't have the process. Become your habit, become your routine. That's the addiction start.
It just becomes part of your life where
Yeah.
you don't even realize it at that point. And I have to tell you, Nan, looking into Chinese medicine,
Uh-huh.
I'm learning that there are certain organs that do so much in our body and we don't even realize it, like the spleen, like the liver.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we know they're important, but the rest of us, unless we, know deeper, we don't even realize how much that's responsible for in terms of our health.
Uh-huh.
And even with Chinese medicine, you said you look at somebody, you assess them, even just by looking at them, you have a pretty good idea of what's going on.
Uh-huh.
Looking at the tongue in Chinese medicine
Yeah.
tells a lot, doesn't it?
Yes.
And now in Western medicine these days, how often does a doctor actually look at your tongue? In my
Uh-huh.
experience, they have 11 minutes with you. That includes a hello and goodbye. They don't go that deep. They don't even hear your story. They don't even hear what's going on in your life. Right away, it's like, all right, take a pill. I'll mask that symptom. I'm not going to the root cause. That's what makes you radically different, I believe, is that you are going to the root cause. You're
Uh-huh.
going on a fact-finding mission, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, talk about the root cause. I often use the term look at the whole pictures. I'll give you an example. This young lady is 35 years old, come to a hospital every month with nausea, vomiting. What a health person with this kind of symptoms repeatedly? What happened? So you might know when you go to, you might have experience seeing some people, your friend or family, have a symptom, go to hospital, you get the pill, and then go home, right? So she come to hospital the third time I work with her. As a background of a holistic nurse and the health coach, so I dig deeper. I look at the whole picture. And not only come to the hospital, we give anti-nausea medicine. What do the anti-nausea medicine? Just suppress your central nervous system, so you don't feel that.
Yep.
But why you vomiting? Why you feel nauseous? Because your stomach tell you something. Now we just suppress the central, or you don't feel, which means you just mask. Your body want to show you something, you just push it down.
Yep.
So that's not
Yep.
a.
Your body's trying to tell you something.
Uh-huh.
And you're telling your body by taking that pill, and I understand it, you need to relieve symptoms at some point, but you're telling your body, I'm not going to listen to you anymore. I'm not going to,
Uh-huh.
your body's trying to say,
Uh-huh.
we have a challenge here. Did you find out what the challenge was with that woman that had felt nauseous?
Yeah, sure. And like you said, at first I have to relieve the nausea. How
Yeah.
I relieve? I work with some pressure point, the Chinese medicine, the meridian, the energy channel. Work with the channel. Since directly just go to the stomach channel. I
Mm.
have to relieve the symptom. That was a suffering I have to relieve, and then to explore more. If she is in bigger suffering, you cannot work with her. You have to relieve. But relief, the symptom is not the goal. The goal is how to make him healthy and back to herself again. So I show her at first that, I ask her, can I show you something? Can I do something? Can I have your arm? Can I show you how to relieve the nausea? So I show her and I taught her how to do it. She did that and we relieve that symptoms. And then I asked a question. I said, what you are doing when you feel nausea? And what happened in that day, the whole day from morning, I will let her describe a whole day.
Mm.
So what you do with your breakfast, what you do with your family, your kids, every aspect of. That's why I have a daily health tracker for everyone. So that is a free form people can download. So the track for one week, for her, because I was with her, so I talked her. I asked her to describe one day. She mentioned about her husband. She had some issue with her husband.
Mm.
Her husband want take the custody of her daughter from her. So she is in stress and she has emotional struggle with her husband, deal with her relationship. Now her husband use her illness as an excuse. See, you always go to hospital. You cannot take care of our daughter. So I'll take out the custody. Now this
Talk about
another
a
stressor.
lot of stress. I mean, look at the amount of stress that would cause. Just hearing that.
Yeah, yeah. So she's big, because she was stressed and she had this emotion. She has a manifestation of physical manifestation. that has added more emotional. So even she's in the hospital, I think the first thing she tell me is, my husband I'm worried about, I lost custody to my daughter.
Sure.
Yeah, so when we look at it, we're not just merely suppress mask nausea, vomiting. We're just like your stomach want to do something, want vomiting out, some toxin out, and you press it, you keep it down. What do we do? That only can tox you more.
I don't think we look at it that way when we feel, nauseous and potential for vomiting. Let your body
Uh,
say, I need to get rid of something. Something's not
yeah.
right. Yeah. And ultimately, obviously, that woman was dealing with a lot of stress. Ultimately, what did it turn out to be that was causing it on an ongoing basis?
So that was her relationship with her husband is a major trigger.
Mm.
She's really dealing with that. So I have taught her how to deal with a relationship. So for example, use the empowerment language with her husband and talk to her how to listen to others, how to the empowerment language. You state the truth, the fact, and you state your feeling without judgment. And at the same time, the one pressure point, actually every pressure point on your meridian, and help you on all levels, your emotional level and your physical level. I taught her one of the point on the stomach, the front line, so which is ring meridian 12. So that one, and some doctors consider that the deal with overthinking and contrive and then calm down your stomach. So I show her a combination of the pressure point and also taught her about how to deal with a relationship because she has to deal with it by herself. Nobody can help her. So with that empowerment language, that alone can help her how to say something, how to have a conversation with her husband without a judgment or anything, and without adding more emotional stress to her.
This is all the things that we don't realize
Uh,
when when we're not feeling well, when we're feeling challenged. Many of us don't even think that it's emotionally connected.
uh-huh,
Then tell us your history. You've been doing this decades,
uh-huh.
decades of helping people feel better. Take us from the beginning, your journey.
Okay. So I would say my journey started when I was 3 years old. I nearly died because we live far from medical health facility, and we have to cross the river to reach a doctor. My parents carried me for miles in freezing cold, knee-high snow, cross the river to see a doctor. When they waited, someone, another patient or another one was just waiting there, give them a cup of grassroot tea. They said, oh, this may help. So my parents gave it to me. I drank it, and I lived. The fever getting down. I didn't even see the doctor, so they took me home. So I lived. I was saved just by grassroot tea. But I don't know. Of course, I'm 3 years old. I don't remember that. And then later on, so later I went to health school. I called a health school in China. So because they learn the Western medicine and the Chinese medicine, it's not called nursing school or health school. I went to health school for 3 years. Um, I have other experience as a relief from simple modalities as well. And with all this taught me, oh, this healing doesn't have to come to a high quality, high the technology or high equipment.
Hmm.
Sometimes it's just simple, natural. Sometimes the body just needs the right support. Let's go back to the nausea vomiting. Sometimes maybe you eat something not suitable for your stomach, you vomit it, and then you are well. You don't need to do anything. So you are well. So this belief guided my life work. Later on, early in my career, I gave up the privilege to prescribe medicine. Not because I don't value the modern medicine. I still working in a modern hospital, but because I believe in something even more powerful, and your body's innate intelligence and its ability to heal from within. That belief become more personal when I face my own health crisis. Years ago, when I first came to United States, I was so fatigued. I could sleep 14 hours a day, but still feel drained. I go doctor. I said I am so forgetful. As a nurse, you cannot be forgetful. I don't. I forget what I do when I open a drawer. So I said there was something alarming. I went to my doctor. Doctor said we all forget. It's just aging. I said that cannot be. I'm not that old to have those dementia. So that symptom is like a dementia. I said, I don't believe what you see is just the aging. I need to do something. Something was wrong with me. So eventually, I shift my working schedule, which means from out of rhythm to follow the body nature, then restore my energy. I sleep at the time because then I earned my master degree, my doctor degrees while working full time. And I will add another. Even I have a persistent cough, become my teacher. Again, I go to the doctor, give me many different medications. No medication helped. I found that what the issue wasn't physical. It was emotional. Again, it was my voice ask me to speak my truth and step into my own power.
I totally get what you're saying. We're just about out of time for today, but just to illustrate what you've said, I've had digestion issues over the years,
Uh-huh,
diagnosed with an ulcer back in 2016.
uh-huh,
I had another flare up again about a year and a half ago, all related to stress. I know
uh-huh,
exactly what was causing it, but didn't really know how to deal with it. And a year and a half ago, I took, Nexium over the counter medicines. Nothing was helping.
uh-huh,
I tried herbal medicine.
uh-huh,
I spoke with an herbalist who mixed up cat's claw, catnip, and marshmallow root.
uh-huh,
2 days later, I was perfect. Everything went away, no issues. Had plenty left in the bottle, which I've
uh-huh,
since shared with somebody else who
uh-huh.
needed it. It is fabulous what it can do. There's so much more out there. And everything that we're talking about here, Nen, has been around for hundreds, centuries. but
Yeah.
but we're programmed to think that we need to take a med. That we don't see the other side of holistic healing. How does somebody connect with you? And do you do a free, call it a clarity call, so somebody can get an idea of how you might be able to help them?
Yeah, I'll put a link, clarity call. and then we can discuss what program they needed. So I'll do the individualized, the personalized coaching and some courses.
And what's the best way to find you? Your website?
My website is Dr. Nan Huang Health.coach.
And that's spelled DR. That's Dr. DR NENHUANG health.coach.
Health, HEALTH. Yeah, Dr. Nan Huang Health.coach.
Coach. Thank you so much for today. Thanks for opening the eyes of many to what's out there that can help us heal, and looking forward next time we get a chance to get together.
Thank you so much for your questions. I have more to say.
Oh, I wrote other things we were going to talk about down, but we're out of time, so we'll get to those next time. Even the connection of cancer and how that can be helped with holistic healing. Until then, thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
We'll be right back.
This is the Global Podcast Network, where executives and professionals connect, share, and inspire. Stay tuned for the conversations that drive success.